side by side into turn number 1. 4 wide through 3 and 4. All the action as they storm down the front straightaway. You think it's easy to drive one of these sprint cars? We're going to put you on board right in the cockpit. What action we've already seen. Robbie laps winding down. It's going to be 43 laps to go. Mud all over the visor. Everybody looking for a little real estate. Got one in the basement, one in the attic, high, wide, and hand. Got one in the basement, one in the attic. The bottom, the basement to the attic. Everybody going to try to fight for a little bit of position.
Lucky that Hayes was Johnny on the spot and backed off and didn't run him over. Right now, Bergkamp does it again. Now he's been a 3 wide.
Oh! Yeah, oh! Holy cow! Oh!
Baker, they all make
contact! Oh, he's gonna make contact. Contact, Tupper's gonna go flying. Turn 3 gonna be the scene of carnage. Ready for a little throwing it deep, selling it cheap, brother?
Dude, I'm more than ready. We're back on the dirt. Back where we, like you said, feel comfortable doing what we do.
Good evening, race fans. Welcome to night 2 from the Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's the Backwards Hat Racing Association All-Star Week. Practice going on right now. Jared Beasley on top of your board. Dustin Kleba second. Jared Washon third. Spence Thompson fourth. Michael Dorsey going to round out your top 5 so far. We're going to get some driver interviews as the pre-race show going to start up. Here you're getting a live aerial look. We'll take you down. This is the Backwards Hat Productions blimp. Take you down here trackside as you follow the 85 Diecast fans Toyota Camry of Zach Lindgren. Gonna be a great night of racing once again, folks. Tonight we're gonna see who can follow up the dominating performance by Mike Bruno last night. Mike Bruno dominates, leads almost flag to flag, if not flag to flag, to pick up your Dalton Do-It Center Truck Series All-Star race. And you got 21 more hopefuls tonight. Heat races the same as last night. You see it in the description. We're getting set, ready to go. Jeremy Raver, we see you out there. What's up, buddy? Spencer Lambert, how's it going? As you continue to watch on from practice, everybody starts to file in. We're going to get some interviews. And might as well start off with the man on top of the speed charts so far. Then we can make radio contact with him. Jared Beasley, Bradley Wilson, the Backwards Hat booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Bradley Wilson.
Well, on top of the speed charts right now in the JB Paints Chevy Camaro. Had a good run last night. Qualified your way in from the pole. You think tonight's the night?
Man, Brad, I sure hope so. We've been working on this car a little bit here and there, trying to get it fast again, and hopefully pick the right lines tonight, and hopefully bring it home with the win.
Well, man, give us a little bit of rundown. Last night, the truck's a whole different animal than these Grand National cars. What is the difference, and what are you feeling out there as a driver tonight?
Well, in this in the Grand National car, you're definitely going to have to let out a lot more than you did with the trucks. The trucks, you were able to feather it through the corners easy. You're going to have to let all the way out. So it's going to be a lot more of a driver experience to be able to get up on top of the wheel and be able to actually bring this thing home to the win. So,
well, heck yeah, man. Good luck tonight. We wanted to talk to you. We just went live and saw you up there on top of the speed charts. So we know that 14 car is going to be one to beat tonight. Good luck, and you never know. Maybe tonight's tonight, and you're going to add your name to that all-star winners list column.
I sure hope so. I appreciate it, brother.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, fastest in practice right now, that's Jared Beasley in the 14 car, the Alabama driver. And I'm going to talk with Dustin Kleba. Dustin Kleba, this is Bradley Wilson, the Backwards Hat Booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Well, man, had a week off. You know we got to ask you about it. We got to talk about it. Came so close to picking up the win at Dover 2 weeks ago. You've had a week off. What are the emotions coming into the All-Star race tonight?
I mean, it's just another race. I mean, of course, it's not just another race. It's the All-Star. So, if anything, it comes at a good time where you can just kind of relax, not really worry about points or anything. Me and Michael have chatted, so we'll just keep that between us, driver between driver. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Hoping to get some luck turned around, and we'll see what happens.
Heck yeah, man. Well, top two going to advance directly from qualifying into the All-Star race tonight. As a driver trying to go throughout this race program tonight, how huge would it be not to have to run the heats or the last chance qualifier? Know that at the end of the night, you're going to start on the front row come All-Star time.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a huge advantage, but last night because I ran the heat race and I won that, so I didn't have to run the consolation race, and I thought that would be an advantage. But I haven't really ran that many laps here, so I could almost use the laps for that consolation race and the heat race. But obviously, track position is so huge here, so starting up front, not having to worry about anything, and just hoping to pull away and leave the mess behind me would definitely put my mind at ease.
Heck yeah, man. Well, we're going to let you go. I know the drivers' meeting going to be starting up here pretty quick. We wanted to get a word with you in the pre-race show, though, as you currently were setting second on top of the board. Now Jared Washawn going to knock you down to third. But good luck tonight, and maybe we can see add your name to the winners list column here in the All-Star race.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks, man.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Dustin Kleba, he was your 2018 Cup Series champion. Moved over to the Grand National in the Truck Series. Having quite a great season as we start to hit the midway point in the All-Star race. 2 weeks ago, you go back to the Dover race, and man, what an exciting finish. And it was with this man right here, Michael Dorsey and the Diecast fans' number 3 Chevy Camaro. And we're going to talk with Michael Dorsey here. We talked with one of them. Michael Dorsey, this is Bradley Wilson, the Backwards Hat Booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, man, it's all-star time here in the BHRA, the Grand National Series after a week off. And go back to last week or 2 weeks ago in that exciting finish, the closing last laps at Dover. I just talked to Kleba about it. He said you guys have talked, but you're going to leave it between the drivers there. But, man, walk me through it. I know I was in it as a driver, but went back and watched the broadcast. Man, walk me through those last few laps and the exciting finish at Dover at the end.
Well, we led a good part of that race, and some pit strategy. We pitted a little bit too soon, and that got us behind. We had to come through a lot of traffic. And in those closing laps, we knew we had the faster car, and just coming down, I think there was 4 or 5 laps to go. We were catching, and I think it was going into turn 3. I just drove the car down in there, and I don't know if he maybe had a little bit of trouble getting back on the gas or what happened, but there was definitely contact there. So not the way we want to win races or anything like that, but that night I just let things kind of cool down. I felt really bad about it, and reached out to him there the next morning, and definitely not intentional. So we're looking forward to a good run here tonight, and car seems pretty good in practice. Elite Motorsports cars seem to be running pretty well, so hopefully we put on a good race tonight.
Heck yeah, man. Before we let you go, make a qualifying attempt to, top two, going to lock you in directly to the All-Star race. Before we let you go, man, I know you've always got to bring a crew to the track with you. Anybody you want to give a shout out to out there?
Oh yeah, I've got family watching at home tonight. My wife, my mom, my grandma and grandpa will be watching tonight, and hopefully we can take the thing home to Victory Lane tonight.
Heck yeah, man. Well, good luck, and back here on Backwards Hat Productions for a great Monday night All-Star event. And like I've told the previous drivers I've interviewed, good luck, and maybe we'll be seeing your name in the winners column here for an All-Star race at the end of the night.
Absolutely, and thanks for putting the race on tonight, and for everything you do, keeping this league going. And it's an awesome league. Pleasure to be here in the league racing against these guys, and hope you have a good night.
Heck yeah. Well, good luck, and go get your qualifying laps in. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Dorsey, he was your winner at the Dover International Speedway 2 weeks ago. You can hear the cars making laps. We're not going to keep you waiting any longer. Qualifying underway. Top of your board so far looks like this as times are going to start rolling in. Go on board the 7-Eleven of David Heise. Heise was not in competition last night, but is here tonight. Spence Thompson going to be top of the board so far with a 29.309. That is quick time. DeAndre Artis going to be second with a 29.440. Christian Swenson now to second on the board with a 29.356. So far, Thompson and Swenson going to lock in. If it were to roll right now, we'll see if anybody else has time to put a run on. Here is Jason Alexander. He sits fifth. Go on board the 94 car, the McDonald's BA graphics machine of Robbie Buckner, currently ninth on the board. Buckner going to run her through the trial. Well, Buckner, a little bit of controversy last night as he and his driver John Kennedy make contact in the closing laps. So far, qualifying, it's still Thompson and Swenson, 1-2 on the board with a 29.309 Spence Thompson sets. Cleva now going to knock him down a few, as well as Jared Washon. And just like that, folks, the demographic changing. Zach Lindgren going to go to the top of the board. In the 85 car, Lindgren come close to picking up the victory tonight, or last night. Could tonight be the night? So many drivers in question. The heat race format is definitely going to shake things up, and it should be exciting all night long. There's Michael Dorsey. Talked to him just a moment ago. We're going to put you on board Virtue the roof cam of the Diecast fans Chevy Camaro. Dorsey going to give us a ride around this place. Right to the bottom. Now going to take it to the back wall. Right up against the back straightaway wall into turn number 3. Right down to the white line. We'll see what Dorsey's time is going to be at the line. Going to float it off through the tri-oval. Dorsey's going to time in at a 9th quickest time with a 29.458. Qualifying just about ready to wrap up. There's still a few more cars out there making laps. One of those is going to be the one car of Trey James. Trey James going to make a time at the line of 13th quickest on the first lap. Trevor Harmon in that fudge-loving craze Toyota Camry going to go out there and make his lap. Down the back straightaway. Another great shot right up against the wall going into turn 3 before he arcs it down to the bottom. Harmon looking good so far. We'll see what that time at the line is going to be. Harmon gonna time in 14th quickest. And Zach Langren gonna set the pole. All your cars have made a qualifying attempt, and we're gonna talk to the man who just locked himself into the All-Star race. Zach Langren, Bradley Wilson up here in the backwards hat booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Man, you've just locked yourself in to the 35-lap All-Star race a little later on in the night. Gonna start her from P1. Teammate Spence Thompson gonna make it an all-WFO front row. Let's talk about you for a minute, though. You think you got what it takes after coming close last night?
I hope so. The car doesn't really seem to want to work up with anything, so hopefully with the sun coming down, hopefully the grip level will go up a little bit. Well, make it slide a little bit. These things are extremely tight as soon as the tires wear. So, I think we'll have a decent shot. I think we know a little bit of something when it comes to saving tires here. So I think we'll have a pretty good shot.
Well, heck yeah, man. Good luck throughout the night, and I know Mama Lindgren's out there watching you, so we'll see how you do, and go cheer on the teammates while you got a nice little break here.
Yes, sir.
Once again, Zach Lindgren gonna start from the pole in the All-Star race after locking himself in just now. We're gonna take a look at your starting lineup. On the front row, looks like it's gonna be the 6 car of Dustin Kleba out of the Plains region. To his outside, you're going to have the 96 car of Jared Washon out of Carolina. 1 row back from that's going to be the Alabama driver of Jared Beasley. To Beasley's outside, you're going to have the 3 car, the Diecast fans Chevrolet Camaro, piloted by Michael Dorsey. 1 row back from that's where you're going to find the 24 car of Tyson Palmquist, another driver out of the Plains region, KPR Motorsports. To his outside, you're going to have the 1 car of Trey James. David Heisa in the 711 car. Dalton Dewitt center Ford Mustang. 1 row back from that's where you're going to find Jason Alexander, the Culligan Water Chevrolet Camaro. Robbie Buckner going to make up the last row. He'll be accompanied, starting on the outside, Ronald White. Field going to work their way through 3 and 4. Heat race number 1 on the track now. This is the first key to getting your night off on the right steps, and we're going to see who's going to be heat race number 1 winner. Look at the field work its way through the tri-oval from the flag stand. Great camera we've got set up here, keeping our flagman company tonight. So we're going to watch this first start here.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. Kleba on the loud pedal, going to bring the field in tow. Right down to the bottom, 2 by 2 they go through 1 and 2. Beasley, a little bit of a connection issue there. That's the blinking you see. So far, we're going to be clean down the back straightaway. Still 2 by 2. It's going to be Kleba out front, Beasley second, and then the dogfight for third. You've got Jared Vachon on the outside. Tyson Palmquist going to look to the bottom. Palmquist going to make a run, try to inch past Vachon. Then you've got Michael Dorsey right there in the Diecast fans Chevrolet Camaro. Go on board with Dorsey as they rocket down the back straightaway. Trey James going to give him a little push. Now duck to the outside. We saw the heat races go green flag start to finish last night. This one's got a good indication of going that way. As right now, Dustin Kleba still out front, has led them all. Currently about a 0.2 of a second gap to Beasley as they work through 1 and 2, and things start to single file out now. Kleba definitely putting the clean air to the advantage here. Nice little look through the back window of the 6 car. And Robbie Buckner, I just saw it in that shot. Buckner took a look to the inside of Heisa, nothing doing. Heisa's going to have the momentum off at turn number 4. This battle's for the 8th and 9th position. Go a little further back, Ronald White in the 41 car, the U.S. Army sponsored Ford Mustang. Gonna be the last driver in the field. Definitely maybe just trying to shake out that Ford Mustang. One Mustang that's on a rail though. Dustin Klebe continues to lead. 7 laps to go. It'll be 6 this time at the line. Jared Beasley going to continue to try to track him down. On board as Beasley. Get a look at Beasley working the wheel. Take a look from the bumper cam. The field is kind of single filed out right now. We'll take our first aerial shot from the Backwards Hat Productions blimp. Kleba still your leader. Cross flags in the air. 5 down, 5 to go. Kleba looks like he's got it in hand. Beasley going to sail it to the bottom. Makes it stick. Closes the gap down just a little bit. Dorsey's inched his way up to third. This is the battle for the transfer spot. It's between Michael Dorsey in that 3 car and Tyson Palmquist in the 24, the KPR Motorsports entry. He's going to try to join teammate Dustin Kleba, who's currently leading, and advance straight into the All-Star race. We'll see if he can get a run on Dorsey here. Laps winding down once again. Heat race number 1. It's 4 laps to go. You see the field rocket down the back straightaway in a single file freight train of cars. It started to single file out, folks, and you heard Jared Beasley talk about it in the pre-race. The tires start to wear. You really got to lift and wheel the car around here, and that's what you're seeing. Go on board Jared Washon in the 96 car. Jared Washon going to carry one of our tech cams. If you're looking at the right front of that Chevrolet Camaro. Trey James going to work the bottom, try to close the gap. Washon currently running in 5th, and like I said, it's a little spread out, folks. As right now, we'll take another aerial shot. A lot of distance between these cars. It's single file as the tires have worn off. Definitely something different than you saw last night in the truck series. Got 12 of you out there watching so far. Welcome to tonight's broadcast of the Diecast Fans Grand National Series All-Star Race for the Backwards Hat Racing Association. Hey, drop me a line out there. Let me know who you're pulling for. As laps continue to wind down, white flag in the air. It's 1 lap to go for Dustin Kleba. Beasley going to make one more charge at it. Not going to quite get there. Look off the bumper cam of Kleba as they work through 3 and 4. Beasley going to try it one more time. Nothing doing. Your top 3 at the line. Dustin Kleba, Jared Beasley, Michael Dorsey. They're going to advance. Great race to finish it out. Going to see Jared Washon come home 4th. He'll start the last chance qualifier from the front row. Tyson Palmquist be inside that 2nd row. Congratulations. Once again, Dustin Kleba going to pick up the win. And here we go. Heat race number 2 going to get on the track now. As they start to grid up, we're going to take a look at your grid for tonight's Diecast Fans Grand National Series 2nd heat race. Stephen M says he's pulling for Michael Dorsey. Dorsey definitely going to make short work of it tonight as he'll advance on. And here we go, heat race number 2 on the grid. Take a look at your starting lineup. On the front row, you're going to have the 25 car of Dakota Reeder. The Dakota's outside. You're going to have the 15 car of Christian Swinson. One row back from that's where you're going to see DeAndre Artis in the 20 car to his outside. One matching cars, folks. I got a little caught off by it, but there you go. Anthony C is going to be inside the next row to his outside. He's going to have the 29 car of Trevor Hart. Joe Brichette's actually going to be the outside of Anthony C. Then you're going to have McMeekin and Harmon making up the next row. Back row is going to be the 17 car. That's Mr. Dalton Do It Center himself, Scott LaCoe. And to his outside, you will have the 44 car of Matthew McMeekin. Or, sorry, you'll have the 84 car of Adam Chapman. Here we go, folks. Field heat race number 2 going to work their way through 3 and 4. Lights off on the Ford Mustang pace car. Good look at them from the flag stand as we get set to go green.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. Cleveland going to lead them. Dakota Reeder going to lead them down much like Cleveland did through 1 and 2. KPR cars looking strong tonight. Down the back straightaway, going to throw the block, and we're almost going to go 3 wide. DeAndre Artis in the 20 car. Thought about it for a second, tucked back in. Action up front as the field's still on those fresh tires. You got to get what you can get and get it in a hurry. Contact. DeAndre Artis, Christian Swenson. Few cars going to make contact, and the caution flag's going to fly. Actually, no caution yet, folks, as the cars that were involved in that incident all stopped in the entrance of turn 1, so it was a little... The track was clear. Holy cow, we're going to go back and take a look at that as everybody starts to try to file out. One second as we go back, try to find... Cars start to get together down the front straightaway. Sorry about the delay. We're going to bring you back from the flag stand. Did you see them start to scatter? Cars going to go around. Heavy contact for quite a few of them. Going to see a lot of people going to the LCQ to fight for their way in. Meanwhile, back in to heat race number 2, it's all Dakota Reeder out front. DeAndre Artis second. Trevor Harmon third. Christian Swenson will be fourth. Joe Brichette's going to continue to limp around the 83 car. The Swamp Dust Seasoning entry. Heavy damage will see the hood buckled from inside. So tough break for Joe Brichette after a tough break last night. Cross flags in the air though. We're halfway home. 5 down, 5 to go. Dakota Reeder out front. DeAndre Artis going to give chase. DeAndre Artis, you may have heard that name on the R. Buckner 79 Productions of the Ghost Runner Cup Series on Tuesday nights. DeAndre joins up with the Diecast Fans Grand National Series. Definitely a great addition to the series. You're going to be hearing a lot of his name, I have a feeling, as the season goes on and we get to the back half. As right now he runs second. Trevor Harmon, give a call out to Harmon. The Fudge Lovin' Craze number 29 car is going to be in a transfer spot. See the radio bar right under the ticker. Zach Lindgren, one of your admins in tonight's race. Going over something with a driver. Dakota Reeder laps winding down. It'll be 2 laps to go when they get to the line this time. A lot of excitement and carnage at the first of this heat race. Is only going to see 5 cars finish. 3 of those going to go straight to the All-Star race. It's going to be Dakota Reeder, DeAndre Artis and Trevor Harmon as they run right now. Get a good look off the deck lid of the 25 car. Right on board with Readers. He rockets down the back straightaway right up against the wall into 3 and 4. Takes it down to the white line. Right now, if you're Dakota Reader, you're out front just trying not to make any mistakes as the white flag's in the air. Be 1 lap to go. DeAndre Artis going to run second. Trevor Harmon still third. They've checked out a little bit as we'll go aerial. And there's Christian Swenson. Swenson looks like he may fight for a position through the LCQ. Checkered flag in the air. Your winner, heat race number 2, is going to be Dakota Reader in the 25 car. Second will be DeAndre Artis. Trevor Harmon going to round out your transfers into the All-Star race. Christian Swenson, Joe Burchett, Matthew McMeekin, Scott Lacoe, Adam Chapman, Anthony C., and Jason Burgess, who missed the call, will be up in action next in your last chance qualifier. You see them start to grid. 14 of you still out there watching. Let me know who you're pulling for. Let me know where you're tuning in from. So we welcome you to Backwards Hat Productions coverage of the Diecast Fans Grand National Series. Last chance qualifier on the track now. Here's how it's going to shake up. Jared Washon, the North Carolina driver, going to lead us to the green flag. His outside, Phase 2 Motorsports Chevy Camaro entry of Christian Swenson. 1 row back from that, so we're going to have the 24 car of Tyson Palmquist, the KPR entry. BSN Sports sponsored Ford Mustang. To the outside, you're going to have Joe Burchett, the Swamp Dust Seasoning Chevrolet Camaro. Swamp Dust Seasoning, also the proud sponsor of the Pole Award Weekly. I want to give a shout out to them for coming on board and sponsoring that. Next row back, you're going to have the Subway Toyota Camry entry of Trey James. To his outside, the 44 car, the Dalton Dewitt Center Chevrolet Camaro of Matthew McMeekin. 1 row back from that's where you're going to find the 5 car, the Culligan Water entry of Jason Alexander. To his outside, Mr. Dalton Dewitt Center himself, Scott Lacoe in the 17. David Heisen, the 711 Ford Mustang, going to be in the next row. To his outside, you'll have the 84 car of Adam Chapman. 1 row back from that, the McDonald's VA Graphics entry of Robbie Buckner out of South Carolina. To his outside, Anthony C. As we get set to go, folks. Pace car going to make the hard left onto pit road.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. The last chance qualifier underway, and it's Jared Washon getting a healthy push from Tyson Palmquist as they go down to turn 1. Washon will look to the bottom, but it'll be Christian Swenson to the outside. 2 by 2, they're going to rock it down the back straightaway. Get a look at the gearbox of Washon as Tyson Palmquist gives him a healthy push down the back straightaway. Now going to duck to the inside, pulls it back behind Washon. Jason Alexander in the 5 car starting to try to make moves. There's Robbie Buckner. Buckner going to give him a shove through the tri-oval. Go on board. How's it going to slip by down the back straightaway? Cars continue to rocket around. 2 laps complete. 14 laps to go. To be 13 at the line this time. Buckner almost gets the outside wall coming out of turn 4. Gyro cam out the back window. Look at the banking. Anthony C. going to work to the bottom. Nothing doing. Buckner going to fend him off on the high side. Now Buckner going to look to the outside of Ronald White. Back up front, it's still all Jared Washon, your leaders. They get single file 1 through 4 here. It's going to be Washon, Palmquist, Swinson, and Trey James, your top 4 as they run now. 12 laps to go, this time at the line. Jared Washon going to work his way to the bottom once again, pulls the single file freight train of Diecast fans, Grand National cars down the back straightaway. Buckner a little off pace towards the bottom. Could be a problem to the 94 car. Like he has made contact with the wall. So a tough break for Buckner as he's going to bring the 94 BA Graphics McDonald's entry to pit lane. Back up front, it's still Jared Washon as he continues to lead. Trey James looked to the outside of Swinson for a second. Now going to duck back in. Right to the back bumper, going to tickle the tail feathers of the 15 car. Now a little bit of breathing room as they work through 3 and 4 laps, winding down. It'll be 10 laps to go this time at the line. James going to look. Swinson shuts the door. Trey James right to the back bumper. Still nothing doing. Swinson going to skate away, and this has allowed Joe Burchett in the 83 car to start to make a move. Burchett going to look to the inside of Trey James. Nothing doing there. Through 3 and 4 now. Now Burchett going to look to the bottom. Here we go. Burchett gonna slide job Trey James, throwing it deep, selling it cheap. James gonna look for the crossover now down the back straightaway. Everybody else kind of single file. This is the battle to watch. James gonna look to the bottom, slide job on the 83. Slide jobs and crossovers, oh my, here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway tonight. 8 laps to go. LCQ has been great so far. Burchett now right to the back bumper of the 1 car. Go on board the back bumper cam of the 1 machine of Trey James as you look on at a hungry Joe Burchett. Burchett maybe not having the run he wanted last night, definitely going to try to make up for it tonight. As so far in the Grand National season, Burchett has picked up a few wins and is looking strong. Battle for the lead. Tyson Palmquist going to find the outside of Jared Washon. Now Washon, Palmquist going to make a run to the outside. That's going to bring Christian Swinson along. Swinson going to look to the outside, ducks it back down through the trial. Well, it's going to be 6 laps to go. And the battle for the lead starting to shake up. Nose to tail, they work their way down the back straightaway. A handful of laps left in the LCQ. Lead change. Tyson Palmquist showing a lot of strength in the LCQ. Slips up. Oh, Tyson Palmquist going to get the wall. Great evasive maneuver by Jared Washon. Christian Swinson going to go to the bottom. That's going to shake up your top 4. Swinson now going to look to the bottom. Joe Burchett in tow. Look at this as we'll go right inside the door of Christian Swinson. Swinson going to inch ahead. Look for the slider out of 3 and 4. He's got it. Christian Swinson back up to 2nd. Joe Burchett now going to look for 3rd. He's got teammate Trey James in tow. It's 4 laps to go in the last chance qualifier. The battle for the top 4 has been amazing so far. Everybody else just kind of strung out behind there. As you see him run single file down the back straightaway. Anthony C. 8th. Adam Chapman 9th, Jason Alexander 10th, Ronald White, Scott Lacoe going to round out your field. Laps winding down. It's 3 to go. Palmquist had it for a few laps. Slips up, gets the outside wall, and it's going to be Jared Washon back to the front. Christian Swinson now 2nd, Joe Burchett 3rd. Trey James in 4th. The question now is, does Swenson have anything for Washawn? Washawn's had the 96 car looking strong all night long. Two laps to go. Right on board the bumper camera of Jared Washawn. Now go to the back deck lid. Swenson going to give him a little room as they rocket down the back straightaway. On board the Ford Performance Tech Cam of Jared Washawn. Top 3, nose to tail, then a little bit of gap now to Trey James. White flag in the air. It's 1 lap to go in your last chance qualifier. See if anybody's got a last ditch effort for Washawn, or if they're going to hold on, take this one to the bank, and move on to the All-Star race. Burchett now going to look to the bottom of Swenson. Swenson going to give him plenty of room. Joe Burchett going to inch it forward. Out of 4 to the flag stand. It's going to be Jared Washawn picking up your win in the LCQ. Christian Swenson 2nd. Joe Burchett 3rd. Trey James 4th. Tyson Palmquist going to round out your top 5. Then you got the 44 car of Matthew McMeekin. 6th will be the 98 car of Anthony C. 7th, the 711 of David Heiza. And the rest of your field to round out. 56 seconds here before we go live for the 35-lap All-Star Race A Main. We want to mention a few sponsors here at Backwards Hat Productions before we get going. Diecast fans, NASCAR Diecast fans, you can check them out on Facebook and Twitter. They're going to keep you up to date with all your promo codes, release dates, everything in the Diecast world. The Dalton Do-It Center, proud sponsor of the Dalton Do-It Center Truck Series. You can see every Sunday night. OSR Network. I want to thank Scott Laco and all the boys at the Dalton Do-It Center for coming on board, sponsoring that. If you're in the Dalton, Pennsylvania area, swing on by, give Scott a hard time. Let him know that we sent you down there. BA Graphics, another proud sponsor. You can check them out on Facebook. Everybody gonna get a few laps of warm-up in here before we get going green. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the 35-lap All-Star Race. The finale to All-Star Week here in the Backwards Hat Racing Association, and here's how they're going to line up. As they begin to grid now, cars on the grid. Starting from the pole, the driver out of Los Lunas, New Mexico. That's the 85 machine of Zach Lindgren. To his outside, the Michigan driver, the 2016 Dalton Do-It Center Truck Series points champion. That's the 89 car of Spence Thompson. 1 row back from that, you're going to have your 2018 BA Graphics Cup Series champion of Dustin Kleba. To his outside, that's the 25 car after winning heat race number 2 of Dakota Reeder. 1 row back from that's where you're going to find the Alabama driver of Jared Beasley in the JB Paints sponsored Chevrolet Camaro. To his outside, he's going to have DeAndre Artis in the number 20 Toyota Camry. Next row, we'll see Michael Dorsey in the number 3 Diecast Fans Chevrolet Camaro. To his outside, in the Fudge Lovin' Craze Toyota Camry, the Robbie Buckner Inc. entry of Trevor Harmon. 1 row back from that's where you're going to find the 96 car. That's the Charlotte Strong sponsored Ford Mustang entry for Elite Motorsports of Jared Washawn. To his outside, you're going to have the Phase 2 Motorsports Chevrolet Camaro piloted by Christian Swenson. Joe Burchett, the Swamp Dust Seasoning number 83 Chevrolet Camaro makes up the next row alongside of Trey James. 1 row deeper than that, starting in the 13th spot, making up the inside of the 7th row, is going to be Tyson Palmquist in your 24 car. To the outside, it'll be Matthew McMeekin in the 44 Dalton Do-It Center sponsored Chevy Camaro. Adam Chapman going to be inside the next row. To his outside, you've got David Heiza. Ronald White, one row back from that on the bottom. To his outside, you've got the 5 car, the Culligan Water entry of Jason Alexander. Scott Lacoe, Robbie Buckner going to make up your last row as we get set to go green. 35 laps the distance.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. Zach Lingren going to be on the loud pedal, and we're away. Oh, McMeekin doesn't get a start. Heiza going to go to the bottom. Oh, Jason Alexander going to go for a ride already in the 5 car. Not exactly sure what happened as we were watching a few different things transpire there. Zach Lingren now going to take it to the bottom. He's going to try to lead lap 1. A mirror full of Dustin Kleba as they hit the start and finish line. Caution flag's actually going to fly, and a big wreck. Holy cow, big wreck behind the field. Not exactly sure what happened there, triggered it. Burchett looked like he got turned around. See if we can take a look here. Everybody gonna fight for position. DeAndre Artis. Oh, Artis got the wall just a little bit. Looked like Tyson Palmquist in a reaction to that. There you see it. Big wreck gonna transpire here in the opening laps. Go back, take a look at what happened right there. DeAndre Artis is gonna get the wall a little bit. As he starts to come down, Palmquist 3 wide situation gets into the left rear of Burchett. From there, the field's gonna start to slide around. Artis does a great job of trying to hang on to the 20 car. Palmquist also going to try to save it. Unfortunately, Adam Chapman going to come into the mix. Quite a few cars going to get knocked out early. We're going to go on board the 1 car. Cars every which way. Look at Trey James as he tries to navigate it. Anthony C in the 98 going to get up and around. Little bit of contact there at the very end, but Trey James does a great job channeling the inner Cole Trickle to miss that wreck. Quite a few cars going to be wadded up though. We continue to pace around. Zach Lingren going to be your early race leader. Dustin Kleba second. Spence Thompson going to be third. Jared Beasley fourth. David Heiza fifth. Michael Dorsey going to be sixth. And Dakota Reeder's going to be seventh. Few cars going to hit pit lane. Robbie Buckner going to bring the 94 McDonald's BA Graphics entry to pit road. A wadded up Trevor Harmon going to follow. Tough break for Buckner in that 94 team. See if they try to fix some of the damage and get back out. Joe Burchett going to bring the 83 Swamp Dust seasoning machine back out. Heavy carnage opening laps. Holy cow. Everybody fighting for a little real estate. You heard some of the drivers mention in the pre-race show thing that these cars a little bit tight. Let's see. 1 second, Hazen. We'll check on the 5 car. Not a whole lot of damage. Looks like maybe some deck lid damage. Front end not looking too bad. A little bit of damage to the left front. Jason Alexander was involved in the early incident, and that almost might have been the saving grace to keep him from getting any further damage as the wreck takes part, as the wreck happens out of turn 4.
Green flag,
Green flag back in the air. Zach Lindgren on the loud pedaling away. Field gonna reward a life once again. Joe Burchett takes the 83 car down to the infield. Heads up move as it maybe a little bit of underpowered there. Back up front, we've got a lead change. Kleba gonna skate around the outside. Lindgren falls to second. Rocket down the back straightaway. Lindgren gonna take the Diecast fans Toyota Camry right to the white line. Gonna try to fight off a hard charge right now from Jared Beasley. We'll see if maybe that opening wreck might have calmed these guys down just a little bit, as a lot of cars ended up involved in that. Some of them going to go out on the hook for the night. David Heiser, DeAndre Artist, Adam Chapman, McMeekin, 4 cars that have retired from the race. Now it looks like Joe Burchett going to be taking the 83 car behind pit wall. He's done for the night. Beasley going to look to the bottom of Lindgren through 1 and 2. Lindgren up against the wall, high, wide, and handsome. One in the basement, one in the attic. Down the back straightaway, Lindgren going to get a little bit of a run. Go on board the gyro cam from the back window of Lindgren's car. Michael Dorsey going to bring the 3 car up inside the top 5, currently running 5th after starting 7th. Dakota Reeder going to slide back just a little bit. There's Jared Washon still in the mix. Take another look from your Backwards Hat Productions blimp cam as the action continues on. We're going to take about a 10-second pause here. Lever rolling, but I'm going to take about a 10-second pause, catch my breath, and we're going to bring 25 laps more. All the sights and sounds from the Charlotte Motor Speedway All-Star Racing continues. 24 laps to go. Kleba still out front, starting to stretch it out a little bit on Zach Lindgren. Jared Beasley 3rd, Spence Thompson 4th, Michael Dorsey round out your top 5. Scott Lacoe, got to give a call out to the number 17 car, going to miss the carnage early. Currently setting inside the top 15 in the 12th position. Going to do battle with Trevor Harmon and Ronald White. Great battles all the way around the racetrack still. Started to single file out just a little bit. as Kleba continues to pace the field in the KPR Motorsports number 6 Ford Mustang. You heard Kleba say he came close last night, looking for a win tonight. You got to keep your eye on this man, Michael Dorsey, as he makes his way through the field. Go back to 2 weeks ago, contact between the two at the Dover International Speedway saw Dorsey come out the victor. We've talked to both drivers, you know, they said that they've talked it over, things both finding the cooler side of their pillow. You gotta wonder though, All-Star Weekend, could we see them get together at the end? Could we see 2 more as laps wind down? It'll be 20 laps to go. We're gonna find out. Dorsey going to close up right to the back bumper of Spence Thompson. Thompson now going to skate away, puts about a car length between them down the back straightaway. 1 caution so far. Now we're going to see a little bit of green flag run. The gap starting to widen out just a little bit between Kleba and second place Zach Lindgren. Lindgren going to take it right up against the wall down the back straightaway into 3. Another great look at the gyro cam out the back window of the number 85 WFO Motorsports entry. Dorsey now going to put the pressure on the 89 car of Spence Thompson. Got to the back bumper. Spence Thompson able to skate away just a little bit. Meanwhile, great battle right here. You got Trey James, Jared Washon, and Dakota Reeder. Almost 3 wide once again. James looking for a little room, somewhere to go. Cross flags in the air, halfway home. Washon going to skate by. Now we'll see what Trey James can do with the 125 car of Reeder. They rocket down the back straightaway. James going to close up right to the back bumper. Now going to look to the bottom through 3 and 4. James right on the white line. May have the run this time. Looks like Dakota Reeder going to hold him off through the tri-oval at least. James going to be forced to slide back in behind Dakota Reeder. This battle's for the 7th and 8th position. It's a good one so far. They continue to go back and forth here. Every driver looking for a little real estate and an advantage. Trey James going to throw it deep, sell it cheap to the white line. We'll see if he can make the slide job work. Out of 4, Dakota Reeder going to snug it up against the wall. That's going to see James move into the 7th position. A great battle for a few laps. Meanwhile, back up front, look at this. Don't count him out, folks. Zach Lindgren knows when to dig deep and find that little extra, and he's currently doing it right now. He's closed the gap down from 4/10 of a second to 2 as they work through 3 and 4. Lindgren and Kleba now going to work through 1 and 2. Kleba takes a higher line into 1 and 2. Zach Lindgren still right around the bottom. Lindgren smells blood in the water. He's on the hunt. See if getting there. We all know that Lindgren can run him down. Catching him one thing, passing him could be another. Especially tight quarters. Zach Lindgren made it mention of how tight the car gets throughout the run. Still 2x2 groups, and that's where you're going to find your leaders as Zach Lindgren continues to close down. Both drivers now going to work the bottom of 3 and 4. Laps winding down to be 12 laps to go this time by. Kleba been out front, been the dominant car once again. Oh, Spence Thompson going to take her high, wide, and handsome through 1 and 2. As he and Michael Dorsey going to mix it up down the back straightaway. Thompson to the bottom. Thompson now going to go to the bottom. Looks for the slide job out of 3 and 4. He's going to pull it. Dorsey with the crossover. Great racing right here. This battle for the 4th and 5th position. Dorsey now going to slide him into turn 1. Back up front, Lindgren still continues to work on Kleba. Dorsey and Thompson still going to go at it through 3 and 4. Ten laps to go. Out front, it's still Dustin Kleba in the 6 car. Lindgren's reeled him in, but now it's kind of leveled off. Fastest car on the racetrack that time by was Dustin Kleba. He ran a 39.45 to Zach Lindgren's 31.023. So Clean Air definitely going to see these cars fastest on the racetrack right now. Although Zach Lindgren kind of stalled out. He had to run, close the gap down. Now Kleba's going to widen it out to about 0.3 of a second. Dorsey now going to put a little distance between he and Spence Thompson. Jared Rashawn going to look to the outside of Trey James down the back straightaway. A little bit of leapfrog. Like I said, right now the field's kind of broke down into 2-car packs. Playing leapfrog with each other. We're seeing slide jobs and crossovers. Oh my. Trey James now going to work to the inside of Jared Rashawn one more time. It'll be 8 laps to go. 8 more trips around this Charlotte Motor Speedway, and we're going to find out who the winner of the 3rd annual Diecast Fans Grand National Series Shootout is going to be. Lindgren going to wind it up, fire it in there on the bottom. We kind of take a look through the rundown of the field. Give a call out, Scott LeCoe, Jason Alexander. They've been duking it out. This battle's for the 12th and 13th position. They've been duking it out. I've been watching my track demographic for a few laps. We've had a lead change. Quick, take a look at what happened. Zach Lindgren. Oh, Dustin Kleba's going to get the outside wall. We're going back looking for your lead change. Kleba going to push it a little hard out of 4.
All right, man, caution is out. Caution is out.
Zach Lindgren opened up a lead, and you know you had opened up a lead on the field, and caution's going to fly. 6 laps to go. We're going to get 1 shot at a restart. Go back and take a look at what the caution flew for. A lot of action happening right there. We had stepped away to look at some battles through the field. Zach Lindgren going to come away your leader with just a handful of laps to go. Michael Dorsey also problems for the 3 car. He and Kleba going to throw the block through the tri-oval. They get together. Spence Thompson, Jared Rashawn going to be innocent bystanders. Let's take one more look at this event. We'll do it from the blimp. Actually, we're going to do it from a little bit closer in. Right here, Kleba going to make a move. Try to hold off Dorsey. They get together. Dorsey going to use the apron. At that point, Dorsey along for the ride. The 3 car going to go around in 1 and 2. Folks, we told you these race drivers have memories kind of like an elephant, I've been told a few times. They never really forget. Not saying that that is product of what happened at Dover, but definitely maybe unforgotten. Or maybe not unforgotten. Nonetheless, a handful of laps going to be left. Zach Lindgren will be leading us to the green. We're going to get one shot at this. Once we go green, the next flag will end it. And we're going to talk to your race leader. Zach Lindgren, this is Bradley Wilson, the backwards hat booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Well, man, you've been here before. A handful of laps left. The 85 machine looking strong. You were able to run down Dustin Kleber there before he found the outside wall out of 4. What did you maybe find that could help you take this thing to victory lane?
The white line reigns supreme. We were able to catch him big time in 1 and 2 and just kind of stay even with him in 3 and 4. Usually 3 and 4 is my stronger suit, but tonight it just doesn't really seem to be hooking up, so we've been using 1 and 2 to our advantage. But now when I got up to his back bumper and we just kind of went at it there for a little bit, he put just enough air on my nose and enough dirty air on my nose to just really upset the car, and there was really nothing for me to do with it. So he ran a good line and everything. I was hoping he'd stay up here so we could battle it out. It sucks for him that he hit the outside wall. It kind of threw me off a little bit, but no, man, we just hoping for the best now.
Well, man, definitely laps winding down. You're gonna have one shot at this. Do you think you've got what it takes to keep that 85 car out front?
I hope so. I hope so. We did some experiments before the race started and on a few restarts and got our results, got our knowledge and what we should do on this start. So hopefully it works out to the best of our advantage. We should be going green and white, so whatever happens in the back happens and no caution. So we've got our information and I think I know what to do. We just gotta perfect it.
Well, brother, good luck, as a lot of factors going to come into play here. We'll go green with just 1 lap to go. It'll be green, white, and checkered. Good luck, and maybe we're going to see you etch your name into that winner's column tonight. Match the All-Star win in the trucks 2 years ago.
I hope so, bud. That's the hope.
Once again, that is WFO Motorsports driver Zach Lindgren, Los Lunas, New Mexico native. As he continues to pace around, you heard him say it, folks. Lights are going to go off on the Ford Mustang pace car this time by. That is going to give us a 1-lap shootout. The big question is, Jared Beasley running second. You've got Jared Washon at third, Trey James fourth. Everybody bunched back up. You've got to wonder, could somebody show Lindgren the bumper? What's going to happen? Lights go out on the Ford Mustang pace car. We're going to know in just a short time. Looks like Michael Dorsey going to bring the 3-car back down pit road and made a few repairs to it. This is the All-Star race. You're never out of it until the checkered flag flies. So we'll see what happens. But folks, we have reached that time of the night. Katie barred the door. Grandpa Papa Viagra put the kids to bed. 1 lap's going to decide it. It's going to be one heck of a shootout in the Diecast fans Grand National Series All-Star Shootout. Been exciting so far. Lindgren going to continue to pace around. Got to wonder what's going through the mind as he's got Jared Beasley right there to the outside. Pace car going to make the hard left onto pit road.
Green flag, green flag.
Lindgren sees the green flag, steps on the loud pedal. Chaos behind him. Lindgren's going to wheel spin. Caution flag's going to fly. Holy cow, carnage once again. Caution flag's going to fly. I believe Jared Beasley Not exactly who is gonna be scored your winner here. I believe it could be Tyson Palmquist. He's one of the first ones moving. Joe Burchett second, but wow. Tonight has been one crazy event after another. Go back and take a look at what transpired there. Zach Lindgren looked like he may have spun the tires. That's exactly what happened. Lindgren spins the tires, they stack up behind him. It's a salvage yard in the tri-oval. There you see it. Lindgren's going to spin the tires, and from there, Lindgren spins down to the inside, but from there, a salvage yard going to ensue. We'll go on board Dakota Reader. Everybody's going to spin the tires. Quite a few people spin the tires. I'm not exactly sure. Said Carnage and Chaos gonna pursue. We're gonna watch this last restart one more time. We're gonna do it from a few different cockpits, and then we're gonna get with competition director Robbie Buckner. Go on board the 85 of Zach Lindgren. Lindgren lights him up. He's going to go for a ride. Carnage behind him. Not exactly sure. Beasley spins the tires as well. Holy cow. Let's get with Robbie Buckner. All-star race, always exciting. Robbie Buckner, it's Bradley Wilson in the backwards hat booth. You got a copy.
What up, bud?
Well, Bud, looking at the ticker, am I seeing it correctly? Is it scored correctly?
It says I won, but I don't know. We'd have to go back and look at it. But I'm going to enjoy it like I did win.
Chaos, man, that last restart. Holy cow.
The top 8 stayed out on old tires. We knew it was going to happen.
Crazy turn of events, man. As I'm not exactly sure. We're looking at the scoring. As really everybody going to do burnouts on the front stretches. Chaotic night, man, but that's all-star racing.
I'll take it how I can get it.
Well, I'm telling you right now, man, it was a crazy night. We're going to pull up some of the drivers. Tell you what, we're going to pull up some of the drivers. Nobody go anywhere. We're going to talk to who was scored second. See just what everybody see what happens here. I'm going to leave you up here in the booth with me.
All right.
Dakota Reader, this is Bradley Wilson in the backwards hat booth. You got a copy.
I sure do.
Chaos in the closing, in the final restart. According to the scoring I have right now, you're going to bring it home in second. I mean, I don't know where to go with this. Tell us about the night, man. Tell us about your night out there in the 35 lap feature.
Yeah, it was awesome. I won my heat race and started second, or I guess I started fourth there, but the outside just didn't roll very well, and had a really long green flag run. I mean, compared to what we thought it was going to be, but when that last caution came out, it's like, well, do you pit? Do you stay out? I don't know. And one came ahead of me, which is going to put me 5th. I knew I wanted to be on the bottom. Did not expect that to happen, but I wish I somehow would have been scored first, because this doesn't mean anything finishing second, but I'll take it if it's official like this. We'll see.
There's definitely going to be some footage replays and everything in the official scoring. Like you said, though, it's all for fun tonight, man. And, congratulations. Like I said, we'll spin the key. And I have a feeling after tonight, you can ask a few more people about some rookie straps on the bumper going back to Atlanta.
Yeah. I got a bad rep for that. I'm just gonna say it happens to the best of us. Obviously, if Zach Lingren's doing it, I feel like I should get a free pass on that one.
There you go. Lindgren lights the rear tires up too. I think that's what started it all. We're gonna blame Lindgren for the moment at least. But congratulations on a hard-fought night, man. Glad you had fun. Hey, give a shout out to the sponsors real quick and everybody involved in the KPR.
Yeah. I want to thank Vertical Rays. Decided to partner with them moving forward. BSN Sports having them on board as well. Of course, my teammates Dustin and Tyson, KPR Motorsports. They're always there to push me hard to get better, and wouldn't be where I am without those guys. And thank you guys for doing what you do. And I want to send a special shout out to Joe and Tim's family as well, as they're in our hearts and prayers as well. So thank you guys for bringing me up here, and I hope this is official. Good, congratulations, Robbie, if it is.
It's not going to be.
Thank you.
They'll take it away from me. They're not going to let me have this one.
Thank you, man. Well, congratulations once again. Enjoy the week moving forward. We'll see you back in action next Monday night.
All right, see you guys.
Once again, that was, I guess you can say, your unofficial second place finisher. We're gonna bring Jared Beasley up here next, folks. I don't know what else to say when this happens. You just kind of gotta laugh about it. Jared Beasley, this is Bradley Wilson, the Backwards Hat Booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Bradley.
Man, crazy restart in the end. I told Dakota Reader, man, I don't know really what to say about it. Tell me about your night overall, though, and what it was like throughout the All-Star night.
It was a great night of racing, honestly. I mean, 2 cautions. Zach and Cleva had it in the bag, and I hate that Cleva did that to himself, but Cleva got a little wall and then lost everything he had, and but I for sure wasn't the fastest car tonight. I mean, Zach and Cleva were definitely a lot faster, but all in all, we had a great night, and we had a lot of fun tonight. Like I said, or like you said, hell of a finish. I'm not even sure where I actually placed, but it was awesome. I'm
not sure. Like I said, I told Robbie, I said, man, with the ending there, I don't really know where to go with it. It was, it's unofficial. Of course, it's just the All-Star race. It's all for fun. But, man, a lot of fun tonight. Hey, before we let you get out of here and celebrate with the team, give a shout-out to all the people who make it possible over there at MR Motorsports and the JB Paints 14 car.
I got to thank Michael Redding and Tyler Justice, Mike Bruno, all them guys, Christian Swanson. Got to thank the whole MR crew for their great group of guys. Day in and day out, they want to help you strive to get better and everything. I give a big old shout out to JB Paints, and I want to give y'all a shout out for running this league. Do an excellent job, no matter what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. I want to thank you also for doing the broadcast this week. But
heck yeah, man! It's been a pleasure. Yeah, no, it was tonight was great. The past 2 nights have seen a lot of great racing. It's what the All-Star event's all about. And man, thanks for showing up week in and week out. You've been one of the guys who's been here, now a veteran in the league, and enjoy this week off as we move forward. And we'll see you back in action next Monday night.
All right, we'll do.
Once again, that was Jared Beasley, who's gonna unofficially come home in the 3rd position. I'm now going to talk to the man who had it all figured out before we went green on the last restart. Zach Linger, this is Bradley Wilson, the Backwards Hat Booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Everybody else
Don't you
kind of
take this
laughing.
win away from me, Zach.
Everybody else kind of laughing it off. You sound a little dejected, man. But I got to go back to the the previous interview before the restart there. I'm gonna guess that the game plan you had figured out probably went awry.
Yeah, it went out the window immediately.
Man, well, walk us through what happened. Although I kind of can guess it.
I was in second gear, low RPMs, and I stepped on the gas and it went around. I don't really know what happened, to be quite honest with you, but it is what it is.
Well, man, it's definitely is what it is. The All-Star race, though, like we've kind of cut up and had a laugh about the end of it. You know, maybe not the finish that some people would have wanted to see out there, but in the grand scheme of things, this is the All-Star event. It's all for fun. It's a way to come out here for a week. No points on the line, blow off steam before we get going into really a strenuous second part of the season. But, you know, did you have fun?
Yeah, it was a good time. I had a good time.
It was a good time. Anything you could have done different?
Not spin out. I mean,
He said not
as
spin
simple
out.
as that.
Oh, well, man, we've gave everybody a second here. Why don't you give a shout out to all the people who have made it happen on the 85 WFO Motorsports machine through the first half of the year, and all those big supporters out there.
I'll give a huge shout out to NASCAR Diecast fans for putting a name on the car. Everyone at WFO for helping me out. My spotter who is helping me out that last little bit of the race. The winner of tonight, I ain't gonna say who because I don't know who. You guys can think whoever you want. Everyone watching at home, you guys up here in the booth doing what you do. Bradley stepping out of the car to broadcast. The brave men and women overseas defending this great country so I could sit on my butt for a few hours and play a racing game.
Zach, I'm going to turn your attention to the broadcast if you're watching it. I believe it's probably at this point right here that you realize you done messed up.
At this moment, Zach.
At this moment, chaos. I said chaos breaks out behind him. Cars scattering, everybody holding on to it. You know,
as soon as the back end started to get loose, I was like, I could save it, and then it just looped towards the pit road, so I just gassed it and hoped for the best, and we just started doing donuts in the infield.
You know, I want to give a call out to the guy who you lose track of him in this frame, but man, we're gonna ride on board with Scott LeCoe for a second. As cars start to go every which way, LeCoe almost makes it through to the last second, and he gets collected. But holy cow, man. Like I said, a lot of fun. You know, that's what it's all about. And, you know, thanks for showing up, supporting the league, and doing all you do. You're kind of one of the unsung heroes behind the behind scenes. So, you know, congratulations on a hard-fought race tonight, and we look forward to seeing you back in action next Monday.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
Once again, that was Zach Lindgren, leader on the final restart. That's where we're going to score Zach officially. Let's see. We got time for some more interviews. Let's talk to Kleba. Let's see if Kleba's still here. Let's talk to Kleba as he's going to unofficially be escorted in the 4th position. Dustin Kleba, this is Bradley Wilson, the Backwards Hat Booth. You got a copy.
Yeah, I got you, man.
Chaos. Chaos is the word, man. Describe what you saw in that final restart.
I saw the floodgates open in front of me. I knew I was gonna jump to the outside because I knew everyone in front of me was on old tires. So I was just gonna jump to the outside and pray and see what happens. And I hit the gas, and nobody else did. And I thought I had a clear lane, and then pretty soon chaos ensued, and everyone's wrecking everyone. And then I just blacked out after that. I don't know what happened.
Well, man, like we said, unofficially, you're going to be scored in the 4th position. You know, the All-Star race, it's all for fun. Did you have fun tonight?
Yeah, it was great. Those laps that I was leading was awesome. And then I guess I decided that since no one was close enough to wreck me, I might as well just wreck myself. So that's what I did. Ran myself right into the wall, and then tried throwing blocks, which I probably shouldn't have thrown blocks, but I mean, like you said, it's the All-Star race, and then I got punted from the rear, and then that set up that beautiful finish. So yeah, yeah. Overall, I mean, it was fun. Like you said, no place really matters past first. So yeah, it was fun.
Good deal, man. Talk about leading those laps, and then did the car just get tied off of 4? I know we talked to a few drivers about the cars getting almost uncontrollably tight in the corner or exit push.
Yeah, Bradley, thanks for bringing that up. Let's talk about how many
I
laps I
mean,
led, and then how I just gave it away there at the end.
I mean, you led a ton of laps.
No, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much exactly what you said. I mean, Zach was hunting me down there at the end. He was coming. He was definitely faster than me. And then I tried to just kind of mirror drive, see where he was beating me. And I feel like I got a decent hang of it. And I mean, I relaxed for maybe half a second, and it was just that wrong time to relax. And I look up, and there's that wall just coming right at me, and there's nothing I could do. So I used that artificial turf and see if I could Tokyo drift my way back up onto the track and try and steal the lead back. But it was pretty much hang on for dear life after that.
Well, man, you get to pick on me for a little bit of a tell everybody why you're up in the booth a few weeks ago. So I figured I'd pick on you just a little bit. But hey, man, before we let you get out of here, go ahead and give a shout out to all the sponsors on that KPR6 machine and the people who make it possible.
Yeah, for sure. Gotta thank my teammates. I think we all three had a pretty good run tonight. I feel like with this track not being on the official schedule last week, it really even for the drivers that can't run all the official races all week. So good run for us three. I got to thank my family as always, and then BSN Sports for helping us out. And shout out to Joe. I know he's got a heavy heart, and of course him and his family. It's a pretty rough situation, and Bradley, I know you're up in the booth for some not very good reasons, but I gotta say you freaking kill the booth every time you're up there. So yeah, thank you guys for doing what you do.
Well, we appreciate that, man. Congratulations once again on an unofficial 4th place finish, and thanks for supporting the series, and I appreciate the kind words. It's definitely a lot of fun. Y'all get to go out there, worry-free, race for no points, but on the line. I'll get out the booth and call it, and overall, it's a great night of racing. So we hope to see you back here. Expect to see you back here next Monday night, and congratulations once again on a strong showing in the All-Star race tonight.
All right, thanks, man.
Once again, that was Dustin Cleveland. I believe we're having a little bit of mic issue. Robbie, you still there?
Oh yeah, I'm here, just being ignored.
Well, we're going to get your race interview.
I'm just getting ignored.
Well, we'll get your race interview here in just a second. I'm going to shut down our audio for just a split second and bring it back up and see if that fixes our problem.
The clicking noise was me. That's what you're talking about.
No, it's making like a weird noise. Give me 1 second, folks. We're going to get Robbie Buckner's long-awaited race interview. All right, are you there?
I'm here.
We still got some issue going on. I'm not exactly sure. We're going to tough through it, although you may sound like an alien. Robbie Buckner, Victory Lane. We've got a few driver interviews in, but now we're going to get to you, the unofficial race winner tonight. Tell me a little bit about your night.
I sucked. I was in the right place at the right time. Plain and simple, it's horrible.
1 second as we're still trying to figure out. I'm not sure if it sounds like that for everybody else or just me. But we're going to try to connect once again. We got it fixed. Okay, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm not sure if it sounds normal on the broadcast, and maybe it's just me, but
It sounds like an alien.
on the broadcast as well.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's our cue to wrap up the show. We want to talk about this win. You're just in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Unofficial, but I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna enjoy it. Like my friend used to say, I got my picture. I got to hold the trophy for a minute. To take it away from me, they take it away from me.
Heck yeah. Well, nonetheless, man, congratulations on an exciting night. Hey, just like everybody else, before we let you go, give us a shout out. Give everybody else a shout out to the people who make the '94 car happen, and all the great people out there that support R. Buckner 79.
Yeah. First of all, got to thank Joe for everything that he's done for our league. Sad time for him and his whole organization right now. Feel bad for him, for the McBride family. Thoughts and prayers for all you guys. As far as on my side, I only have one real sponsor, and that's BA Graphics, and I pretty much race whatever he puts on the car and whatever she puts on the car. So right now, we're running the McDonald's scheme. So that's what we're enjoying right now. Got to thank my guys over at RBI, Joey Burchett, Trevor Harmon, Trey James, John Kennedy, Adam Chapman. I don't think I'm missing anybody else. Chris Paines, if you're out there watching.
Hey, how about
Appreciate
that? I
you, bud.
fixed it.
Oh, fixed it.
I
Heck
fixed it. I don't know what happened, but I fixed it.
Heck
Perfect night to great ending to a great race. 10 of you still out there watching. Thanks for hanging around through the audio problems. Hey, go ahead with your speech there.
Nah, just thanking all my guys at RBI. You know, Cody Gray, John Kennedy, Joe Burchett, Trey James, Chris Baines, the guys over at Overtake that come over and help out as well. Adam Chapman, Chris Stokes, and all those guys. But definitely can't do it without the help and support of WFO. You guys have helped us out. Spence, Zach, Washawn, and you. So I know it's unofficial, and I know it's probably not going to count, but you know, oh well. I'm gonna enjoy it for a little bit. I'm gonna plead my case on the forums and try and convince everybody to where they feel bad enough for me that they let me keep the win. But you know, all else fails, man. It's been a fun night. Glad all star races are over with. Thank you for stepping out of the car and doing what you've done for us in the booth the last couple nights. Wishing Joe a speedy recovery, and wouldn't be right without me saying, if you got nothing going on tomorrow night, our Buckner 79 will be live broadcasting the Ghost Runner Cup Series. Then on Thursday night, Backwards Hat Productions will be live broadcasting the Dirt Series.
Heck yeah, action-packed week still ahead as All-Star Weekend's going to come to an end here in the Backwards Hat Racing Association. Well, I'm going to leave you up here, and you might as well stay up here 1 minute. We've got some drivers still lingering around. We're going to get a talk with a few of them. One of them is the driver of the number 89 car, Spence Thompson. Spence Thompson, Bradley Wilson of the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, Brad.
Well, man, strong qualifying run. Saw you start from the outside front row. Locked your way directly into the All-Star race. Had a great battle with Michael Dorsey through the center part. Give us a little rundown about your night, and then the contact we saw there with ultimately saw you get into the outside wall in turn 2 and cut your night a little short.
Yeah, we were definitely thrilled with how we did in qualifying there. We were able to hold the pole for a little bit there, and then Zach took it over. But I'll tell you, during the final seconds of qualifying, we were nervous as heck, man, because we were just waiting to see if we had to go through any of the heats or, you know, go through the last chance qualifier at all. But we were definitely thrilled, though, being able to start on the outside front row with our teammate Zach, man. It was definitely a thrill to be able to start out front. And the night went okay, though, definitely. I mean, there was a couple of things that we probably could have done differently in that one there, but it's the All-Star race. It's All-Star weekend, man. It's fun. You know, no points on the line. I mean, either you win or you bring back the steering wheel and hopefully a race car that's not all bent up to pieces like ours ended up tonight, though, man. But all in all, I can't complain too much there. Kind of gives us a few notes there for the race next week here at Charlotte in the car here. So just can't thank all the guys though at WFO Motorsports, man, for all the hard work that they do, man. Zach and everybody else at the team, you especially as well, man. And appreciate what you did though tonight, going up in the booth and broadcasting the race for the fans out there though too, man. Thank you for that. And then also if it holds up, but I don't know if it will, but congratulations to Robbie Buckner if the results hold up and he wins this thing, man. It's a heck of a deal for him, man. Congratulations to him on it. But all in all, our night wasn't too bad though, man.
Competition director make an executive decision.
Oh man, yeah, he will. hey, hey man, before we let you get out of here, cap off this, 2 great nights of racing, and tonight, like we said, it's all for fun. Everybody we've talked to's been able to laugh about it in the end, and I want to know though, from a driver's perspective, did you take anything away from tonight that you can apply to next Monday night's race, which is potentially one of the longest races on the schedule?
Right. It comes down to if we can get the long run speed that we need there, because it seemed like after about 20 laps or so, the car definitely fell off as far as getting. I mean, it got so badly tight off of turn number 4. We were just struggling out of that corner there. We're okay in 1 and 2, but there's a couple of different things like I said, we could have done differently, and it was kind of a bummer what happened though in turn 1 and 2, but like I said earlier, I mean it's all-star race. It's like I said, either you win or you lose, but we're gonna try a couple of different things though for next week. Kind of get some notes on what we can do. See if different steering ratios help out at all. Trying out different lines. Uh, Trying to act out any kind of race situations though that may come our way throughout the race there, but we feel good enough we'll be able to get a good solid run out of that deal. So definitely looking forward to next week though for sure.
Well, heck yeah, man. Go enjoy the rest of the All-Star night with the WFO crew, and appreciate you taking a few minutes out here at the end of the night to talk to us, and we'll see you back in action next Monday night. Like I said, it's going to be one of the longest races on the schedule. It's going to be a lot of fun. The day to night transition, all that good stuff, and just congratulations once again on a great night.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks again.
Once again, that was WFO Motorsports driver, the 2016 truck champion Spence Thompson. Robbie Buckner, you were down in the action all night. We'll close the show out the same way that we always do, really. A lot of action, and it seemed like you've got to get it while the getting's good and while those tires were fresh at the beginning of the race.
Yeah, it really kind of weird how the tires worked. This entire setup was really weird. I couldn't figure out turn 4 to save my life. But first 2-3 laps was all the good. After that, it just kind of pace out from each other. If you hit it and were able to do it, you were in good shape. But if you couldn't, you were struggling like I was all night.
Well, man, it's definitely, one of the most the longer races on the schedule, and one of the most grueling races on the schedule next season. Did you take away anything, and do you think that your teammates over there at RBI took away anything that you're going to be able to apply to next week?
Yeah, the biggest thing I think most of us are able to take out of it is tire management is going to be key. If you can just kind of let them go burn their stuff up and run them down towards the end, you'll be all right. You just can't spend too much time racing the guy that's trying to pass you. Just let them go, and if they don't want to let you go, just fall in line, let them burn their stuff up, because tires are going to be the biggest key in keeping it out of the turn 4 wall.
Heck yeah, man. Well, a little controversial last night as you make contact with one of your driver tonight. We're going to see unofficially the winner. Like I said, great night overall racing with these guys, and gonna look forward to the second half of the season. It's gonna be, we're getting back into what I call the Hell Tour, which is a long string of races throughout the summer with no off weeks. These guys week after week. You think the All-Star break kind of did its job this week and just kind of broke it up, no points on the line. Hey guys, let's come out here and have some fun.
Yeah, I think it worked. I think it also let some guys get their aggression out on each other that have been kind of holding back for a little bit. So next week, though, it's back to the points racing, back to the races that matter. I still got a long hill to climb to get myself anywhere near possibly competing for the championship this year. So we'll keep digging away at it and see what we can do.
Heck yeah, man. Well, once again, folks, crazy finish. Gonna see Robbie Buckner, the unofficial winner. A lot of footage gonna be gone through, I would imagine, in the front offices of the BHRA in the next day or so. But awesome 2 nights of racing. We hope you'll join Robbie Buckner over at R Buckner
79.
R Buckner 79 I was thinking your Twitter handle for some reason, but Buckner
RMPR
79.
72.
Yeah. Hope you'll join Robbie Buckner over there. Robbie Buckner, Buckner 79 on Twitch as he brings you the Ghost Runner Cup Series action tomorrow night. Then we'll be back in action here at Backwards Hat Productions on Thursday night for our coverage of the Dirt Series. We're going to be covering the Modified Series. Going to be a lot of fun. Everybody who knows me knows I love the Modifieds. My opinion, the best car to run on dirt, so it's going to be an action-packed dirt-filled Thursday night. But
Thursday Night Thunder.
Thursday Night Thunder. Once again, this has been a Backwards Hat Productions, the widely imitated, never duplicated. It's Robbie Buckner you see sitting there after a wild finish. I'm Bradley Wilson. We hope you enjoyed the past 2 nights of racing. I know I've enjoyed bringing it to you, and stay safe over the holiday weekend. We'll see you back here Thursday night. Before that, though, everybody have a great night, and thanks for hanging out with us. Side by side into turn number 1. 4 wide through 3 and 4. All the action as they storm down the front straightaway. You think it's easy to drive one of these sprint cars? We're going to put you on board right in the cockpit. What action we've already seen. Robbie laps winding down. It's going to be 43 laps to go. Mud all over the visor. Everybody looking for a little real estate. Got one in the basement, one in the attic, high, wide, and hand. Got one in the basement, one in the attic. The bottom, the basement to the attic. Everybody going to try to fight for a little bit of position.
Lucky that Hayes was Johnny on the spot and backed off and didn't run him over. Right now, Burkamp does it again. Now he's been a 3 wide.
Oh! Yeah, oh! Holy cow! Oh!
Baker, they all make
contact! Oh, he's going to make contact. Contact. Tupper's going to go flying. Turn 3 going to be the scene of carnage. Ready for a little throwing it deep, selling it cheap, brother?
Dude, I'm more than ready. We're back on the dirt. Back where we, like you said, feel comfortable doing what we do.